So I had some YouTube comments requesting Festival 2's I do a breakdown of. Unfortunately, I'd only played this map one time before, so I thought I'd dedicate 1 hour and walk you through my journey of it, on how I got better at Festivals 2. This is my first attempt going in. I had only ever played it one time in Ranked, and you can see I will be very bad. Or at least it looks very bad. The times at the end might still surprise you. I start by trying to take the waterfall shortcut because again, I'm just exploring the map. This is my first run, I'm going in dry. I try to pay attention for any shortcuts I can, like there with about air flipping. I make sure I build up enough speed before I jump up here, and then I try to get my angles right. I can kind of feel it just from experience on other maps, but I'm not exactly great at it. Still manage to. I realize that goes pretty low on the left, and I pay attention to that for laps going forward. I see this boost pad over here. I don't know if it's good or not, but I try it. This lap I start to feel it a little bit better. I got the angle right, same with on here. It's starting to come together a bit more, a lot more than the first lap at least. And I'm going to try the waterfall shortcut again, this time carrying a bunch of speed through it. I'm hoping that since it's trickier on Festivals 2, it's only slightly faster on Festivals 1 to go around, then maybe the waterfalls are very good still. So again, I'm trying to feel this along. I realize I have the wrong angle, so I jump. This time I remember the left's death trap here, so I wait. And again, I take this over here. I drop down so I can get a little bit of a drift going because I know I'm going to be at about 570 speed. Again, I can feel the angle on these a bit better, but this I'm still working on. I end up missing, hit lava. I must have hit lava, what, 3, 4, 5 times? Comment below if you've been keeping track. I use 2 turbos through here each time because it's a slow section, there's no room to drift, so I might as well just power through it. We're coming up to the end. Not the greatest showcase, but it's going to be a good example of where I started from and where I got to by the end of this video. I'm also going to talk about the routes that I believe you should take depending on your skill level, because you don't need to hit the best possible times. So not the best, 146, but it turns out 146 is already pretty decent. So I bet you we can still improve it. So let's first look back on all the main spots that took damage. I took damage hitting the lava here almost every single lap. I'm not good at those turns. I also wasn't great at the final tunnel. 2 of the 3 laps I kind of messed up. Had the wrong angles, hit lava, either on the left here or earlier on, as well as I didn't have enough drift at the end to have a final turbo. So factoring all those in mind, I just hopped directly back into it to try one more time, see if I could shave off another second or 2, and see how it goes from there. My final goal was going to be about 142. I will spoil the video for you, I do get actually 141, and I can pretty consistently easily hit about 142, 143 now, every single run. And I will, after this run, take a little break, jump right to the final one, about my best possible route. Because it turns out, after a few iterations, it did take me about an hour of practicing this map to come to the conclusions. I do end up skipping that waterfall. I decided I don't actually like it. It kind of feels like I come out of there a bit too slow. Here, I tried to drop down taking the boost pad. This is the first main difference from the first run, besides just being cleaner. The reason I do that is because I didn't have enough turbo at the end of the last lap, so I figured I needed one more spot to start drifting. Which is actually another main reason of why I ended up taking the path over here to the right instead of the left later on. Because this just kind of feels like I'm turboing through it, but it's not particularly fast. So besides this, it's just kind of a clean race all the way through. After I do show all the different routes that I took, by the way, I will be showing bonus routes of different routes I think you should take depending on your different skill level. Like if you're Diamond or Elite, I don't think you should be trying to replicate these routes. Because let me tell you, racing this for an hour, it's a hard map. Like the more I raced it, the more I wished I was just like absolutely insane. But sadly still have a long ways to go. Might be top 200, but that does not mean I'm good at any sense by, by this point. Okay, we're coming up to the end of the final lap. A lot less deaths, a lot cleaner routes. We're going to actually have a turbo here for the end, so it's going good. Much cleaner, and this is only after 2 takes. However, consistency, it turned out after I raced it a few more times, I was not always hitting 145. I'd go back to 146, 147s. I wanted to get better. So without wasting any more of your time, I'm just going to jump straight to my best run that I got in the hour. It was about 50 minutes into it. Besides that, I got plenty of 142s, 143s, but this is the only 141 I got. So as you can see, my curves become significantly better. I actually end up doing this tactic over here on the left, where I try to hit as many of these boost pads as I can, and I drop down. I try to take the inner line. I did end up watching the world record, and if you do too, you'll notice my techniques are not the same. I boosted different spots. Yeah, I didn't really like their route. I mean, it's fine. Obviously, it's better than mine, potentially. Or at least they can execute it better. So I still went back to taking this boost pad over here. I got better at hitting both those, and I started to feel the angle, or at least when I wouldn't be on the angle. So as you can see, I corrected myself there. Again, drop down. Try to hit as many of these as possible. Long drifts. So here I'm coming in here with like 900 speed instead of like 800, and the 800 before was just from turbos instead of drifts. So again, I do it basically what I did in the very first lap I did. Drop down. I try to get a drift left before I go right here, and hold this so I have a long drift going through. I turbo over all this, line up my angle, and we're on to lap 3. So again, long, smooth drifts. I still wasn't hitting the green every single time, which again means I definitely could have got a significantly faster time. Even here, I miss one, which is pretty bad for speed. So realistically, I probably could have got about a 138 if I just played this route a bit better. There is also a secret technique I'm going to show you immediately after this race that I did later on. And I hit a lava at the end. Very disappointing. But not too disappointing because it is still a 141 time, almost 140 seconds. So as promised, the secret technique that I can guarantee almost none of you know about is called magnet drifting. So as you can see right here, if I flip, you can see it pull my car towards the thing. It's trying to attach me to that wall. Here's it again on a different clip. I'll slow it down so you can see how it works in slow motion. So basically you flip, wait till you're close enough to attach, but then hop over it. This lets you trick the game and get free speed with no downside. Vroom! So now those routes are all well and dandy if you're on real rank, but a lot of you I know are Diamond, Elite, Champ. I want to cover a route that might look kind of ridiculous, but gives similar times and mitigates any risk. So start by lining up on the green pads right here. Don't start drifting until you're about to touch the first one. Then just jump and cut off all the risky spots. Seriously, the map is just that easy. If you can't be near the lava, you can't get hit by the lava. Take the waterfall again because your goal is to mitigate risk. You want consistency. You'll see at the end, these speeds are just about equally as fast. Small single drifts. In here, just hop every single time you're near lava. That way you can move in the air. I know that might seem silly, but again, compare what times you're normally getting in your races to these. So again, no drifts. Wait. As soon as we touch it, one single drift. Then again, jump up in the air, avoid all the pads, avoid all the everything. Yes, I am serious. Again, drift a little bit, go into the waterfall. Hug the left-hand side because it is faster. One small drift, no fancy flips, no fancy train drifts. Again, one small drift, hop, and then again, drift. Hold it in the air. You do need to be able to hold it in the air, but I assume by Diamond Elite you probably can. If you can't, watch my beginner basics mechanic video. Drop down, one single drift. Again, no flips, no drift. Wait. There you go. Drift only as you're about to hit the boost pad. You know, however you want to get over here, you get over here. The point is, skip the corner, skip all the drifting, skip all the speed boosts. You don't need it. Seriously, compare your times after. At the end, you should have about 2 drifts, or 2 turbos. Just use them both, power through. One single drift. Again, I've pretty well done no chain drifts through this whole route. No advanced mechanics, no risky plays. And what time do you think we get? We wait till turbo even. We don't even get the full benefit. We want to make sure we don't hit lava. That's our main goal. And that alone, with that dumb strategy, gives a 149. So if your goal is purely to climb, just take that route. Compare it to your times, I bet you it's faster. I'm just going to wrap up the video showcasing some of the funny things that I found while exploring this map of secret areas, interesting routes, because they clearly had specific routes designed. So right here I'm underneath the map, I was just exploring, and I found out a pretty consistent way to get inside the tunnel. If you just drift along the inside track, you actually build good speed, and you pop in through here and get to avoid all the lava. I'm personally not investing time learning this route, but it might be faster, honestly, because you're taking a good drift line. There's also a weird boost pad that's up here. I can't really feel a benefit for it though. Some of the other areas include going through here, which the game designers think must be a viable run because there's actually a boost pad over here on the left. Not only that, but if you can get drifts going in here, there's another one here, which allows you to drift through here and turbo through here. That gives you almost 1200 speed coming out. Very interesting. Anyways, I hope you all had a great time. Hope you learned a little bit. If there's any other maps you want me to cover, any other routes you want me to do, or anything else, Let me know, and please do subscribe. I am trying to put out content regularly and help grow the channel. Everyone have a great day.